in a way that keeps things competitive and attempts to stifle the explosive prowess that is Texture. And that is a rough way for things to start for Fnatic. Derke gets his one, but 3 lost on the side of the defense.
And I like the idea, you know, they were trying to catch him in that transition, but right. Gen.G's trading has been so good this year. They've just been a complete unit. And we're gonna go into this retake. I mean, there's not really much Fnatic can do. There's infinite utility still from the side of Gen.G. I mean, they didn't really have to use much because everyone just dropped like flies in that fight.
All they had to use were the bullets they had. And it maybe gets messy. Lakia and Munchkin are both weak, but they don't really have any room to breathe on the side. Boaster falls, Leo will go unnoticed. Gen.G creeping forward towards C. Alfajer is going to be the first. Chronicle over the top, and the turret will certainly help.
And that's going to dissuade them now. They're going to want to go back, and this contact style, I feel like Fnatic are kind of ahead of it.
Leo was not. Derke was able to trade, though. The one thing here is that, yes, Gen.G have lost 2 members, but those were both the pistols.
Yeah.
The massive amount of, the vast majority of the fireboard and firepower that's waiting on the other side still exists, and that comes through.
I mean, this could get really dicey for Gen.G. This nade could create the pandemonium needed to get a free kill, but
it hurts.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Down to a 1v1. Texture not able to settle the shots.
Odin in play, and the Odin can be so oppressive on a map like this where these walls are just wall bangable. If you try to grab the orb, you're gonna die. Oh! If
you try to swing into Texture, you're gonna die too.
Yeah.
But there's that spam that you were mentioning, trying to settle into the second, but no, Texture claims another. With the numbers advantage. Oh, Leo! 3 massive kills, the 4th not settled, but the damage has been done. What can Lakia do? No armor, but a rifle in hand. He's trying to get high ground. No fight given.
If he plants, he will get that Fade ultimate online.
Yeah, but does he have enough space? I mean, he obviously is concerned about being pressed in.
Oh, he's gonna get wall banged right here. The bullets don't connect. He has the info.
Oh, he's got it down to 1, and there's that ult online. Paranoia traded for it. Boaster going forward. The captain of the ship trying to find calm waters and see if he can spot him.
Derke and Alfajer took full control of C and opened that door, and they're able to rotate through here to potentially meet Gen.G face to face, but here comes the showstopper out of Texture. Oh, he hears the footsteps.
Spotted the ankle, not able to land shots. Meanwhile, Derke on the other side, another round that seems to be going the way of Fnatic when it shouldn't have been. Not only did Gen.G have full guns, they had Texture's ult too.
I would love to see that back after this round because Derke found such a crazy timing, and he even is so aware. He drops his rifle to his teammate knowing that he's 5 HP.
Now he's got the rocket in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
What a sidestep from Chronicle there.
That was so clean. Not able to sidestep Karon, but more to go.
Oh.
This is...
30 seconds
I mean,
left.
this series has told me already that nothing is safe, that nothing is secure, nothing is sound.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, you really don't know which way this is going to go quite yet.
I mean, Derke's got 5 HP. Boaster doesn't have any guns. They have full armor. They have a lot of ults online and more on the way.
Oh.
And they've got the opener on Texture as well.
A rocket to follow up just in case as well. No one's there. Doesn't matter. Munchkin has something to say about it, though. But Leo's louder.
A 4v2. Leo has been spectacular this map already.
I mean, the last 3 matches he's played, he's had like 30 bombs back to back to back. He was a big reason why the reverse sweep happened.
He and Chronicle both.
Yeah.
Have just been outrageous.
I feel like a lot of times, especially in a game like Valorant, there can be quite a bit of recency bias, but you cannot forget about the star power and the veteran experience that this Fnatic team has. Yeah, they didn't make these events. They didn't make Madrid, right?
That are coming through from the group stages. This is really difficult. This is the weak spot if they were to hit, but man, space he's got is locked down to flush out the pit in case that's what's invested. There's the contact. Oh, they're countering on this really early, or at least trying to. Leo will fall.
No more pit.
Munchkin is traded. The spam not connecting, not settling. And Meteor punishes on it.
But while all this is happening, Doug, the bomb is being planted at A. It's going to be a head-to-head with the Omen players right here.
A perfect pump fake. Rotation through. Karon holding on to Heaven right now. With the Sheriff in hand. Lakia not much better off as far as weaponry goes. Spike has been ticking for a few seconds now as the wall goes up. Lakia understands there's a really good chance. They've lost contain. They've lost the shot! But Karon does not miss! A 1v2 now. Derke with so much on his shoulders. And again, time is the main factor here. He does not have the luxury of being patient with this, of being selective with his approach. He's got to take the fight to their doorstep. One will be found, but time will be the difference maker. Able to land the shots, a lot of the pressure headed his way. See the utility in full force as Derke has to get out. Manages to do so. Now without taking some damage along the way. And now another pit used. Oh, Leo will fall.
He was not ready for that whatsoever.
Boaster has picked up the op texture, playing this tight angle as the smoke goes down. He tucks, finding a little bit more safety in the pit. They don't really have much more to get through to this.
This post plan is so hard, but Chronicle gets texture. That's an opening.
The paranoia now invested. Lakia trying to hold the line. Chronicle gets a second. If it's not Leo, it's Chronicle. Karon falling down with 30 HP to try to hold him back. Cannot land the shots. And now it's a weapon traded. Munchkin left in 1v2. One spotted. The second snap.
They're playing this so slow.
As quickly as you say it, Boaster falls. Oh, but Chronicle's tucked, and he has no idea that they're a little bit messy. But it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be clean.
Yeah.
Fnatic settle. The hero rifle down. Meteor and Karon, the two that remain.
30 seconds left.
I mean, the Sheriffs have been filthy this map so far. Leo's going to be flushed into the angle. He's not able to land the shots down to a nice set of HP. Landing onto the first, landing onto the second.
Yeah, they're 11-3 on it this year.
You wouldn't believe it, given how this has gone. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. I thought for a moment Texture was going to have a timing because Derke didn't spot him at the beginning, but more was found, and now satcheling forward, hunting.
Oh, that's two for Munchkin in this round.
Chronicle had contained there, but he falls. Leo filling in on the space behind it. The wall's the only thing that's keeping him back. He hears the cross. He hears the footsteps. They're trampling forward, but Boaster has stayed. Is he aware? Too many targets to choose from. Or excuse me, his Karon there was there.
Spike planted.
And now the dog going forward, a Nightfall.
Oh my gosh.
In exchange. And a Prowler to follow up. 3v2, but the spike was planted. Can they hold on? Lakia, that's a big kill. Looking for a second. Tempted into the swing. And baited for it. Now Munchkin, 45 HP. Forced to play the hero. Forced to be the savior for Gen.G in this round. In this half! Really ugly. The kid's good, man.
Yeah.
Gen.G pushing forward B. A little bit of noise was made off of that early TPA to suggest that that's where they were headed, but they have fully sent. Look at how far up Texture is. But Derke trading a rocket, dropping the first and the second, and now looking for more, but not connecting. Lakia on the swing in the face of the lockdown. Texture cannot stand either.
He knows that he doesn't even want to give the 1v1 to anybody.
Yeah, he's
from the side of Gen.G. What? How did he just hit that?
I don't know. But you're right, Alfajer's the weak side and he knows it. He's not playing too far up.
Oh
and
my.
You've got Boaster who can TP to the opposite side of the map. That's exactly what he does. Alfajer plucking Texture out of the sky. And the defense of Fnatic will stand strong once more. Meteor has been surrounded. You've got pings on the mini-map. They're running a different race.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh. And then the same kill right here.
We've seen, what, 3 of those?
Oh my
Derke's gotten 2 of them. Alfajer gets his 1. Want to turn attention this way and take this fight, but Alfajer, you sneaky son of a gun, only found 1.
Jeez. And as that's happening, look at this. It's a free A site with Chronicle and Boaster.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Just when you think you understand what's happening on the other side, just when you think you know where Fnatic are going to strike, they pull the rug out on you.
And now they're going B. A masterclass.
They've got to convert the round, though, and pistols are never secure.
But Boaster really set them up here, though, Doug.
Yeah, he did. They've just got to settle, though. Oftentimes, this is the hardest part. Chronicle will fall. Numbers the way of the defense. They've gotten the spike down, though. Perhaps seeming a little insecure or a little unsure about their post-time position. Derke is able to funnel out onto 1, and he will fall. Boaster, though, gotten off of it so far is space. in this round. Look at this. They're still kind of forced and funneled into A main. They're going to have a paranoia in their lap. Texture's going to tuck out from under the smoke. Punish one, punish a second. The one thing that Fnatic missed in this round was space. We'll get up to 6. And I think worth mentioning as we start to cast our eyes towards the next round is what the buy will look like. Financially, they're going to be set up super well. Yeah.
That being said, Gen.G still did rotate 3 players there, and we're going to be going into a straight B hit.
Dude, he still left him. I mean, he didn't get the kill, but
he almost connected on that.
That did not feel good. Gen.G holding a line, though. It's just Boaster and Alfajer that are left. Now 1 rifle in the hands of the Sentinel. And they're going to get the space, or they should, in theory, get the space to get the spike down if they commit to A. But that window's closing real fast.
Gen.G are playing this defensive side really well right now. When they're up numbers, you know, they're just chilling out. They're grouping up. Not giving ones.
Nor should they.
As I say that.
Is this where they start? Alfajer with 3. Boaster's left alone. On an island in a 1v2, and Munchkin, he's already used it. The spam coming through. The kill will land. The second transfer steady.
But he's looking like Rambo right now.
Bring them down.
One-man army.
Alfajer might be able to find a timing here, might be able to find a window, but it's not just Meteor that's here. There's utility.
Placing swamp grenade.
Munchkin's on the other side. He was right to try to flush out that corner.
I think that he was assuming there was only, you know, an alarm bot there, but he got more than he asked for. And it's these rounds with on Fnatic's attack so far where
30 seconds left.
Again, they're not really taking full control of that C, that mound area. They're not really depositing anybody there. And when they go for the re-clear at A, I mean, they're losing that exchange. Once they lose that exchange, it's a 5v3. There's nowhere else to go. I mean, Alpha has been lurking front B.
Right.
Obviously, if Texture has that deep C angle,
10 seconds
where
left.
else is Alpha going to be lurking?
Right.
That's why you see the crossfire on to be in that moment. And now they're just going to hunt.
As they should. You see the buy for Fnatic. They've got to be careful here. Karon has taken so much space, excuse me, on A. They know that it's a hit C. They've been able to lean everything here. And sure enough, everyone is around.
Pandemonium, chaos.
First ult used. And it seems like there's not really any way in. Gen.G have slammed the door on this round once more. Now they've got the pit they're going to have to navigate through, but Chronicle has gotten past it. Derke investing his rocket, getting another. The defense still trying to hold on strong. They're rotating out, and they're leaving 2. This is a beautiful call.
Last player standing.
Wow. Just wow. Oh, wait.
Spike planted.
Okay.
On the attack half for the first time.
Yeah.
And now the spam through from Lakia, getting the best of Boaster. That Odin continues to be a problem.
Shortly lived success, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Another 5v3. This is probably about the 4th time. Chronicle does answer back, though, and if they can contact somewhere else, maybe they have a chance of bringing this one back.
They find themselves in these positions a lot.
The problem is, Doug, is that they might have to invest this Killjoy ult, like Alpha's Killjoy ult, just to get the space to get on the site.
Do you not save it for the next round?
I mean, we'll see. I think there's a world in which they use the Killjoy ult if they can't get any kills.
Sure.
And maybe then they invest the Viper's Pit, but if you do that, then Meteor is just going to counter you.
Right.
So you have to, you're absolutely right. You have to find a kill first. An early ult, though, this could be a great opportunity for Fnatic to steal this round away.
Surprised they committed to that there. Chronicle will not find safe exit out. But again, the map is Venn diagrammed. Leo will fall. Now Alfajer with op in hand has to sit and wait on the other side as the spike has already been diffused to half. Filling in on the space with no choice but to dig his heels in and try to one against the world. And are playing a game of chicken right now. It's a war of attrition. Who's going to be the one to get antsy first?
Whoa.
Oh, he's not able to land the shot. Tried satcheling away. Patience pays off for Alfajer.
So close there.
The Meteor clotheslines him on the other side. And now attention turned towards B. Munchkin trying to reposition the smoke, but he gets tagged, has to take a step back with a Prowler nipping at his heels. Finds safety, finds an exit. That's still the Odin in the hands of Lakia. It will fall. Derke wanting to go forward. Slams his head on the roof, but it doesn't matter.
Watching here.
The pivot back A will be safe. The spike will go down, and Gen.G are left to figure out how do they win this retake. Down in numbers. Derke weak. I mean, all of them have taken some damage on the side of the attack. Meteor now creeping forward. Munchkin over his shoulder. Realizing that things are at least under the illusion of safety. The suck first. The swing out from Derke. He will fall. Are they expecting another? Now attention divided. They're looking on either side, leaving Munchkin on his own. He's got to take the fight to Leo. Isolated as best as he can. He's gotten it down to 1. With 3 bullets left and time short, calls Boaster's bluff. Tempting him into the swing, but not able to connect.
Around that broken door area. I mean, Derke kind of missed it there. Yeah, I think that's why you see rotations there.
Yeah, I think they're committing. This is not a fake. This is not playing around the map. And the opener will certainly help. But Meteor playing around the utility as best as he can, trying to be a nuisance, finds a second. 3v3, they continue to slam their face into this site. And the door will swing wide open.
Poison's off.
They're so scared. They don't want to throw this round away. That's why.
I imagine Gen.G go for this. They've got the money to do so, or maybe they let Munchkin try to get an opener and maybe decide then. But the op in the hands of Texture, that's the prized possession.
They will swap. Oh, looks like Texture is going to be the only one that goes for it.
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
Texture go kill.
Yeah, but Derke knows.
It makes sense too. He's 1 point away from having his ult. He's gone on a mission to secure his ult, and that he has.
Enemy remaining.
That will suck it in the hands of Texture, and barring some silliness at the end, an op in the hands of Gen.G as well. And they're stacking. Every single one of them are here. Lakia with the tap of the door. The spam coming through his Meteor swings at just the right time. The op will not connect, but Fnatic will.
They were ready for that, Doug. They were waiting for it. It didn't happen at the time they thought, but
the call was correct.
yeah, they knew it was a possibility, and that's why the trades went in their favor.
Karon would have to 1v3 to keep this map alive. With an Odin in the hands of Chronicle, no less. All util for the side of the only standing controller.
And they're playing out on top of it, Doug. I love this for Fnatic.
Karon has to check every single angle. That's the thing about rotating over so late is you really have no idea where they could be.
Oh, the Molly too, and Alpha's gonna creep up. This is such a good post plant.
The skid soars through, a second smoke used. Alfajer punishes at just the on attack. Mimi mentioned how this should bode well, given the fact that they were able to steal Lotus and now starting off on the attacking side. We'll see if that is the case. They've already gotten U-Haul.
Oh,
But they haven't cleared Munchkin. And Texture over the top, the second kill found. Spam coming through. They haven't even hit the trips.
Down A.
and now everybody from Fnatic is just stuck, but they have an answer back. These trips are insane, though. There's another one.
Oh, the flash should make it around the corner. Both of them cleared. You mentioned they were stuck,
Player standing.
and they've gotten it down to a 1v1. Oh, the timing. Oh, he's able to pass by. Not caught. Karon quietly creeping his way forward. He's going to flip the map once more.
Oh my gosh, Doug.
The pump fake.
That's insane. I think he knows.
Does he? Karon's close by. He's got a frenzy. As much as Chronicle can keep the distance, the better off he'll be.
Oh my god, he's wrapping around again. Oh my goodness. Karon doesn't have a smoke to even fake the tap or anything.
There's the tap. Now, running forward, Chronicle, time is of the essence. He's gotten a tap. Can he settle the shots? No!
Karon is a step ahead. He's checked the lurk, but it doesn't matter.
What a shot from Alfajer. Lakia can't see a damn thing, but somehow gets a call into Derke anyway. The two pistols that remain on the side of Gen.G are going to be late to the party. Fnatic have gotten a little bit of space. Wingman goes on a solo mission, and he gets his job done.
Spike planted.
And now Karon with the Sheriff in a 1v3. In the face of all of that weaponry, manages to pick up an Outlaw.
Yeah.
But that's not the weapon he wants in a situation like this.
No, any kill here would be great for him, honestly, but the triple swing, I mean, that,
They're
okay.
headed back A.
They had to. That's an opener.
Oh, and they've got the rocket, but it doesn't connect. A little bit of damage dealt, but that's it.
Oh, there's no time.
10 seconds left. They've burned this wick way too low. Forced to sit back and watch.
Spike down A.
With 3 seconds left, they're going to have to frag their way out if they want to do this, and Chronicle just can't. He doesn't get the fights. Not. That's a lot of info found.
Yeah.
Derke tagged.
Oh my god, he's so confident taking the fight.
It wouldn't be Derke if he wasn't. Meanwhile, Munchkin, who took all that space and showers at the beginning of the round, like I mentioned, gets the best of Chronicle.
And it's not every day you see a Viper orb that far up and shower. Usually it's a brim smoke.
Yeah.
So the fact that Munchkin is able to toggle that up and down and on and off, that allows him that entry. I imagine he dropped it there and caught Chronicle off guard and maybe a rotation. And now full info for Gen.G. They have 3 players here with Cypher utility. And look at the delay. I mean, they can't even go, they're stuck.
One of the trips was cleared by Derke's satchel. He still has his ult, but no way for him to really go in.
30 seconds left.
And there's still that trip outside hookah.
This is so hard. I mean, Munchkin has pushed all the way through this. The hit's gonna come through.
Ult used. Still getting on him first. Derke a second. The nade forcing Karon to get out onto the swing, getting the best of Alpha here, but still 10 seconds left. They still haven't gotten the spike down.
10 seconds left.
Leo's gonna have to do it on his own. Munchkin spotting him. Karon. And the cam showers. Munchkin overwhelmed.
Oh.
The full run stinger is just too much.
They don't decide to speed up off of that, though.
Well, it's interesting. There's a lot of space that Lakia is taking here, but I think Fnatic have a really good understanding of what the map looks like right now. They get the kill at the beginning. Now they've taken care of the sky, and then the raise nade came in through TP.
And when you get those 2 entries, you can't help but think that
Right there.
the side of Gen.G, they have to rotate 2, maybe even 3 players here.
Right. Which honestly would be correct in this situation.
Yeah, but the utility is just superb right now.
Meteor's in a miserable spot. The spike makes its way all the way across, but Derke pushing forward, getting another.
Oh,
Karon running for the fences, trying to find safety, and all he finds is death.
Poor guy. Damn, that was a nice shot.
Snappy on the first.
Oh my gosh, that was a headshot.
4 more to be found, though. All he's got is an outlaw.
Yeah, and the way that Fnatic have been playing these situations, I mean, ever since that potential, 3v2 that they almost lost on Lotus, I mean, they've been pretty dialed in.
His pit. Lakia is getting pushed off the angle already. The dog in his face. Heavy lean this way. Now the flash. There's the ult. Nowhere for him to go. Derke will fall. Very nicely handled by Gen.G. Oh, that's not safe. Spotting him, dropping him. Rocket invested. Boaster is left. Took the TP to get to the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Leo able to clean up one more. Alfajer converted! And 2 fall! Landing onto the 3rd is Alfajer!
That's ridiculous! I mean, yeah, he was owning last map, but
It's been quiet this map, up until that.
what was that? The lineup and then the 3rd on top of it? If anyone could do it in this map, it would have to be Karon. But now, oh, the info. Karon has to run it down, and Alpha should be able to secure this one.
And now the pit to complicate matters just a bit more. You got a wall, you're gonna have to deal with the brim smoke and orb, and the pit. Karon falls already.
I got you.
Gen.G have a timing here. If they try to hit this flank, and if there's enough that the defense can do to keep things at bay, this could get messy. There's nobody watching the flank.
Oh,
Now Chronicle having to turn around, yeah. He's so close. One found, but Chronicle, the safety valve. That's the pit. That's a weapon upgraded. That's a swing. That's another one found, and now that's a nade.
Down A.
Force and Chronicle to reposition to flip the map.
Bomb buddy out.
I imagine Chronicle might even use these Seekers with the way that
30 seconds
Texture has been
left.
playing on this map so far.
Decides that he
Spike
wants to stay.
planted.
Decides to plant the spike. Texture's on the swing. The shots don't connect. Now a flash in his face. Texture trying to dance around it. But Fnatic have to know that there's at least some Cypher utility here. They saw the cam, they've seen the cage, and they're deciding to go into this anyway. How do they get past these pesky cages? How do they get past these pesky trips? First one falls, and off of that, they invest the Brim ult. Oh, but Leo gets the best. Leo kills Chronicle. How? A little friendly fire. Now the Spike's sitting on the other side. Managed to scoop it up. Leo committing to the plan. A 4v4. Munchkin's going to be laid on the rotate while Meteor falls on the other side. Alfajer with no HP gets 3. Finally falling. And now Munchkin arrives. You know, in the hands of Derke. Meanwhile, Munchkin using his right at the beginning of the round. They're all back.
Here it is.
The Thrash should clear the pit. You're absolutely right. They have to flush out behind it so they don't... Oh, they hit him! Oh, but there's cover! Texture's got him! He's got his back over his shoulder, finally falling.
The flank!
The timing is beautiful. The shots were a little messy. But the pressure has been applied. Leo getting the plant down. Chronicle and Derke trying to keep him back. And Chronicle surrounded, but you don't put Chronicle in a corner, man.
I'm out of stock.
Munchkin, a 1v2, spotting the first.
Gen.G have to do something extra here.
Wow.
I mean,
Massive.
there you go. That's nice.
And they know. Oh, they don't know. I thought they knew. But it's traded. Now flipping up the map to turn back A.
But Derke, he's so good at anchoring this A side is raised. The nade to delay. Look at the mini-map, Doug.
It's just buying time. Munchkin's got the spike in hand. Unsure about where they want to go with 40 seconds left. Options abound.
The head-to-head, Doug. Viper v Viper. This is what it all comes down to right here. If Fnatic want to win this pistol round.
30 seconds left.
I think the other thing is Gen.G have to be able to rotate back B if they want to do this without losing any bodies. And you see him dancing around the crossfires. Munchkin falls.
That was it?
Alfajer holds the line. Gen.G get through relatively unscathed. They all have the numbers here now. But Alfajer, again, the reposition is gorgeous. It's beautiful with 10 seconds left. He will get cleared, but it doesn't matter because the snap is that good.
1 enemy.
3 on the round, the 4.
But he's not using his utility first.
Really nice flash. That's a judge. Oh, but Texture had 1 too.
Gone here.
In the face of the flash. Boaster falls. He was in such a good position on the site. But Lakia's timing to swing that out and clear it is perfect. So far, it doesn't seem like the bonus is on the cards, but we'll see if Fnatic can do anything about it. Late rotate out from Meteor. He's gotten so far up. He's gotten behind enemy lines.
He's about to activate.
Leo's unaware. Unless he doesn't clear heaven. He's not going to clear heaven. Leo is dropped down. The fight is on the site. Alfajer and Derke get 2, but Derke's going to have to do an aggressive look they've been waiting for. Fnatic clearing out the cam. Meteor on the swing, pays for it with his life as Alfajer strikes again.
And the discipline to get out. Not overstaying his welcome.
And Derke's taking all of this space on the other side. If he's not careful. How much will Munchkin explore? If they regroup, they didn't even have to regroup.
Sleeping at the wheel was Derke, and that's that contact approach, that slow approach. Oh no.
Boaster's gonna have a lot to deal with here as Munchkin on the other side. He did his best to delay, but that's all he could do. All Chronicle had was a pistol. The 2 rifles that are still up on the side of Fnatic are still in the play, still in the fight. 2v2 now. Alfajer with Pit online. Can't imagine he's gonna try to use it here, given how tight the numbers are and how good Gen.G look right now. Makes the flash go out, makes the wall go up! The Thrash was beautiful! Texture can't hold, he's got nowhere to go, but Lakia's got his back! And now Seeker's over the top. Alfajer manages to find safety, but swings back into his death. What a round from Gen.G.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
There's a trap. But you have to try to hesitate the attacking side. Maybe make them invest that Sky utility a little bit earlier on, so it's not so explosive.
The delay looks really nice for Fnatic right now. They've got the Brim smokes, a Dizzy when the wall was up to make sure they had to take a step back and retreat behind the wall. The timing on this is even better, though. Derke satcheling back. The eye not catching anything, but Leo Singer does. I mean, the round has just gone into chaos. Fnatic are still trying to rotate back over B as the spike is sitting on the ground. It can't be scooped up. It's well out of reach. Now Munchkin taking a step back with a rifle in hand.
He's got the pit.
2 stingers on the other side. Does he invest it? Does he get flooded? He's got to understand there's really no safe time. There's 2 stingers. They're so hard. Down, but Derke has to satchel back.
That push and pull.
I thought Chronicle was going to land.
Looking too nice.
Gen.G with a little bit longer of a leash, but you're right. It's got to be now. The mobility too much, but Alfajer holding the line. Only gets 3.
30 seconds left.
But that's enough to get him to a competitive spot.
Jeez.
A 2v2 here. Now the pit invested. Leo hunting. He's got to push forward. He's managed to find a window, but he's hunted out. Can Derke clean it up? 24 and 13, still finding himself down around, and now pushing the matter perhaps too much. He had a hero rifle, got his one.
Oh, he's stuck. What?
He didn't take any damage.
What? We're on an eco round. You're already down 2 guys. The pressure is getting to Fnatic right now.
Planted.
Surely they would have loved to have that ultimate in the next round. What was that?
I wonder if Derke. Oh,
And interesting enough, Boaster takes Meteor out here,
and
but
then
this was
into the next round. And it looks like he feels like it's gotten away from Fnatic.
oh my gosh, I don't think that was a miss.
No, I don't think so either. I think he thought Meteor was going to push him.
But still so ambitious to go.
Gen.G have no real idea of what's waiting on the other side, but they decide to strike anyway. Texture with ult in hand. Chronicle cannot get away. But they don't realize Boaster is playing in the smoke right next to them. Texture
Spike planted.
on the other side of the box. Boaster gives a little bit of the space back. Now playing backside. Still has his ult. Leo and Alfie are 1 away from theirs. They've gotten the spike down. Gen.G doing everything they can to stop this defense, and there it is. The first ult used, trying to funnel him into the crosshairs, and Boaster will fall. But Derke's on the trade, only able to get 1 though. Alfajer's gonna have to do it on his own. A 1v3 with 24 HP. Fully surrounded. Drop. For them to end it here would have to be in overtime. Texture on the swing. Derke's already dead. The thrash could be problematic though, only tagging 1, I believe. Great flash. Help over the top, but you're right, the flash is beautiful. Texture's left to die. That one way is going to be really difficult to deal with.
But it's all just to bait out a rotation, and they've done such a good job of doing that.
Here.
And the problem with investing a aggressive Viper's Pit like this is that you need to have somebody watching his back the entire time.
Yeah, you can't really leave him. They're going to push him here. Chronicle gets his ult online and invested. The Seekers.
He had to.
Yeah.
They had no info.
2 of them were cleared. There's another one going the other way as Boaster's fallen. Meteor has gotten backside, and now Alfajer surrounded with nowhere to go.
30 seconds left.
He's stuck.
The TP's the safety, but can Leo alleviate some of the pressure? Grabs 2, and that's a spike!
Spike down A.
Munchkin and Meteor try to stand, but the round has become bedlam. Munchkin with 10 seconds left, grabs the spike,
10 seconds left.
has to run out, no time to think.
Oh, it's perfect.
The flash
It's
is so
perfect.
nice. Alfajer's got nowhere to go. He was caught up 2-4. And the Seekers were invested as well. Leo backside, doing what he can and finding 1. But
30
still,
seconds
numbers
left.
the way of the attack. The rotation coming through for Boaster and Derke. Meanwhile, Chronicle tucked an elbow, trying to stay alive.
Spike planted.
So far, successful. They try to jump out, they try to double face. Boaster just swings his life away, leaving a 4v2. Gen.G within sniffing distance of Breeze, and that will secure it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's the case. Derke trampling forward, aggressively swinging into that to take that fight. And it's what you need out of your duelist. All the space has been gained, the spike has been planted. And now they've been able to set up behind them. Alfajer really far up in halls. Overwhelmed. 3 waiting for him on the other side. Derke realizes he's got to get out of here. TP's away, finds safety. And now the dash out from Texture. Greeted by Boaster. Chronicle had played his card just perfectly. He still is getting away with murder. How is he still alive?
Oh my gosh.
A flash swinging around and the potential for another finally. Bested. Leaving it all onto Leo. The first shot is crispy. 2 more to be found though. 1 target spotted. Lakia should be able to stick it all the way, barring some spam from Leo. And the defuse will
need to bait that TP out, but that's not gonna be the way that you do it. A 1v1 in halls.
And so the first, 45 seconds go off the round. And Fnatic are just now starting to lean towards B. They've had the Cypher utility to make sure that nobody's taking the space. Thanks to Alfajer, but
yeah,
this is still going to be really tricky to get through.
The clock is running down too low right now. Texture will go for broke. What a kill.
Nade was so nice, but Texture's just ahead of it. You're right, he goes for broke, and he cashes out.
30 seconds left.
Knife there from Chronicles, really nice. Munchkin still playing on the site with the Marshal, or excuse me, a Sheriff, he gets one. Again, it's so tough. When these teams are so well matched up, the tiniest of decisions can prove it to be the difference maker. And if you're Boaster,
and if your plan, oh, here's that kill in halls. Oh,
you can't really find an easy way in. Derke does have a gate crash, but that's part of the problem of running a single Yoru is you don't have another way to go. But that certainly will help things. Munchkin will fall. Derke on the entry gets the best of Meteor. So they will create enough space on the site to get the spike down. The rotation's coming through a little late. That shock dart was from far away.
Chronicle has full utility up though here. He could potentially use a flash for his teammates here. Doesn't look like he'll even need to because Derke is activated and online.
3 on the round. Rifle into the next round, but
we're there. That shock's gonna chip him down, give Lakia the gunfight advantage.
Right.
What? He commits! Oh my gosh! And he has bomb and spawn dug!
Oh, but he ults his way out. A minute left in the round. He's playing this beautifully. There's so much time. Whoa. He's injected chaos into the situation and then gets away. Forcing Fnatic on a back foot.
A good reaction from Fnatic, but they're missing their timing.
It might not matter. Munchkin has given up the space. Derke forced to use his own ult to make sure everything is safe. They're not walking into a meat grinder.
I'm back.
The thing is, on this retake, Texture can just post up on an angle while his team scales up.
Yeah, but is he going to be able to get past the walls?
Bomb's not down yet.
30 seconds left.
Still plenty of time to stabilize things. Meteor will fall. Munchkin to Fnatic. What a response. Just when it looked like chaos was going to be the problem, Fnatic settle, turn all attention towards B, and execute perfectly.
Oh, Karon's dead to rights here. Going a little bit late.
Yeah.
Look, he's caught out again. No punish, though.
Fortunately for them, Derke has already gone so far up. Only able to get one, though. Boaster on the swing will not find success. Op in the hands of Texture, but he's waiting on the other side. He's stuck A. While the spike, although labored, is finally finding some space out onto B. Great shots from Leo.
Okay. Okay, Doug.
I don't know that Texture can really go for this here.
All of a sudden you have a suck, a stun in the choke. Texture's playing with fire here. He's gonna run into Alpha, who's holding with that op. There it is!
Meanwhile, that pick got invested right at the beginning of B main. Chronicle looked like he was gonna try to set up a molly, but decides twice. Hangs onto it, uses an ult of his own.
Oh, it's a fake.
Do they bite? You gotta be careful here too, because the bite mid could be the problem. Lakia investing the ult, and there it is, the pressure mid. Karon gets his and then gets away.
If he can get one more, Gen.G have a chance.
But he's surrounded. He is so surrounded, but he still gets another. And now Lakia over the top, providing cover. 45 HP with the utility out. He will fall. 10 seconds left. Fnatic have managed to find enough space and enough safety to get it down. But now, what? Meteor arrives straight into his death. Again, the money, not great, but they've got to find a way to convert here. Munchkin in the face of 2, already tagged by utility. Crosshair cannot snap. They know they're a step ahead of it. They still gotta land the shot, so and they do.
Oh.
And while all of that is happening, Alfajer gets up even further.
He's gonna activate right now. He hears the rotations. They're just going to go A.
He's got to be cautious on this, though. The info is nice.
Oh my gosh, he's playing it so well. Texture's on an island right here.
Do they realize that it's safe? Do they realize that it's clear? Oh, Lakia destroying Alfajer there, and now they know Texture's here. Tries to flash as much as he can, and Texture dances in and out of the util. Gets the best of Chronicle and somehow stays alive. 4v3, the way of the defense. The spike's still not planted. Boaster with a pit, but doesn't really have the space to invest it, and Lakia strikes beautifully. Leo cannot play it online for Texture.
Oh, I wonder if Texture knows. Is this prep? Is this heavy prep?
If he takes this fight, he's by himself.
Oh,
It's traded. Unfortunate for Lakia, but they got what they were looking for.
the problem is Alpha going down early kind of forces you to commit to this B site, and that's what Gen.G want.
They've got some presence here. You see the TPs both exchanged.
On this re-hit, there's going to be a suck out of the choke. It's going to be only Derke getting in sight. He will get the entry, though.
That's all Fnatic need.
And he knows.
A second found.
Time to jump.
Last player standing.
They've ripped this site to shreds. And now the loss of Lakia at the beginning of the round feels so familiar. Elbow just a couple of rounds ago.
There it is.
You know the aggression is coming. Fnatic is ready.
I know exactly where.
Texture strike here.
Look at the ults.
He's creeping forward.
Oh.
He might get away with a whole lot more. He's gotten his one. Doesn't overcommit, doesn't push it. Meanwhile, Chronicle popped the ult. Spike is sitting on the ground. Can Alfajer settle the shots? No, not for now. But Gen.G seemingly intent on getting to 5. It would have to be Leo and Alfajer, who've been good for them all series. The problem is they don't have the spike. They're not anywhere near it. Gen.G are fully posted up around it. They've got time to slow it down. They've got time to try to catch a one, try to catch an opening. But you see it, Gen.G are aware to it. You look at the minimap right now, Pings concerned with the flank. Texture's taking the space.
One enemy remaining.
It's just so easy at that point.
Standing ahead.
It's just so simple when you have that big of an advantage.
30 seconds left.
It's just so effortless. Lakia again. Besting the pick.
I know. Boaster got caught out. He was the one that got
That's
the
really what found them success on Bind. We'll see what they do here.
This time around, aggression from Fnatic on their pistol. I like that.
And of course it's Alfajer. Has to be Alfajer. Boaster's doing his best to keep them in it as well. A little bit of presence found and understanding there's Hall's threat. This pistol is just so chaotic. It's so messy. Spike is sitting out on the site with no real way to pick it up. It's got to be Munchkin, but they know where he is. A dart in his lap. The Shock buying space, buying time. Leo patient with it, not forcing the matter whatsoever. That heady angle is so difficult to hit.
Yeah. Two players are down low here, though. It's not over yet.
Munchkin's got 10 HP, man.
And Fnatic are so spread. If he does this correctly, I mean, he has a real chance.
But I don't know, honestly,
30
man. They've
seconds
got
left.
everything considered. Look at where they're facing.
Oh,
Every single one of them.
it's not ones anymore, Doug.
No.
Spot. Is he gonna get hard cleared? Is he gonna find the timing on Munchkin?
It was for the wall. That's what they were calling for.
He needs to get out of there.
Should be able to TP away, but he stays just a little bit too long. Trades his flash for his life. Texture, though, falling on the other side will keep things competitive and keep them equal. Gen.G with full intentions towards B. Meteor using his drone to do his job. Chronicle filling in on the space behind it. He might be able to get ahead of this. I don't think they know where he is. Oh, he's able to cut him off, but the dart gives him away. Now the flash on the swing, but they played anti. That was so beautiful. Leo in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
They're weak, though. A weapon.
Waiting for his moment to strike. There's no KO knife that gets info for the likes of Gen.G. They like the contact. That's why the AWP is going to be so good in this series. Oh, barely gets out alive.
30 HP.
Oh,
Excuse me?
that dart! The dart was so good!
Boaster and Leo both striking. Now Texture flashed. Alfajer with the classic.
Spike down B.
Numbers away at the defense with the weaponry. So formidable on the attack side. Texture pushing forward. 71 HP. Gets the best of Chronicle.
He's robotic.
He's going to have to do it again, though. Munchkin committing to the plant, finding success.
This is such a hard retake right now for Fnatic. They're both stuck. Info going the way of Gen.G.
How long until Leo start? I don't know if there's going to be enough time to wait for it. Texture gets tagged. A pitch high and inside to back him off the plate. And now Munchkin on the swing. Ah, he's been caught. He's been spotted. Now Texture's left his devices. Left to be the hero. A tap, an updraft, a threat. Boaster with... Gen.G have one of their own. They also have Meteor's ult invested. A reconnaissance mission for their duelist. No real tags or anything like that. They realize the site is wide open. It's safe for the taking. Fnatic filling in on the space halls. Meanwhile, keep an eye on the minimap. Karon on a late flank.
Portal closed.
They've got the pit. Leo's down. That's big. That's a big piece of utility if you want to try to get through this pit. Not having a drone, not having a dart.
Yeah, you gotta face check it.
Oh, and they're having to face check. Main.
Oh!
Lakia was there to greet. That almost happened again. But this time Munchkin able to get away. Finding comfort in the pit. Finding safety as the spike ticks away. Time is short. It is of the essence. Chronicle's left on the outside looking in. That's another round the way of Gen.G.
Just using the ults to shut Fnatic out of the A site there. We entry in with Meteor's Yoru ult.
Oh, well, Gen.G have. I think about that hit B a couple of rounds ago.
Portal closed.
Oh, he's getting hard swung in this angle, Doug.
Time to jump.
Oh, he's not!
No way, he gets away with that!
Oh,
This time the TP early, no flash or anything like that.
it's insane.
Gen.G slowing things down again. You start to see the Astro Stars go back A. The knife will catch Munchkin. Given that, Gen.G have a decision here, and it's a difficult one to make. Do you try to flip the other side of the map? Now I think they will, because Alfajer's been caught. The spike instantly rotating back B, but Derke's here. The flash in his face. Karon has to give the space back. Leo not far off. Meanwhile, Boaster's been left to hold the other side, and I don't think he spotted Munchkin. Both Vipers playing A while the spike is trying to rotate back B. Munchkin gets the best of Boaster. The spike, safe, but Derke's position concealed until he's dropped. A 2v2 now with 10 seconds left. The spike goes down.
Not ready yet.
And we'll reset once more. Lakia has his ult, but he's not really in a position to get away. He can't really play around it. He's got to stay on the side. Leo cannot settle the shots. Chronicle a 1v2. One away from his ult. The knife will not tag. He's gonna have to figure it out on his own, and Lakia gets So that's enough to keep them back.
You are divided.
Now the Cosmic Divide B. The stars go down once more, and the gate crash now out. Into the smoke he goes, and Alfajer stuck on the other side. Meteor can't see a damn thing, trying to navigate all the utility, finally striking onto Alfajer. But Derke on the trade.
Down B.
Here.
Ult invested 11 HP. The spike on the site, but I don't think he realizes that Munchkin's playing behind him still. Derke is in such an awkward position. He's got nowhere to go, and he's dealt with assassination style.
30 seconds left.
Gen.G again with the numbers advantage, and Fnatic again forced to save.
Gen.G are so hard to deal with on this attacking side. I mean, just the layers and layers of utility to set up is what...
Other than the pistol.
They're so passive on their defensive sides. And it basically creates a lack of info. That being said, Derke, he's getting activated down halls. He might find a window, an opportunity, but Texture is going crazy. It might be too late. And the jump spot! Are you...
They just know. They've got everything considered.
Planted.
Everything calculated. And even the updraft over the top for Derke to have to pick. There's no good option.
Just
One
smothering.
enemy remaining.
Everyone dropping. This is everything is on Alpha right now. Everything is on him.
Derke has joined the fray. The TP back B.
Plant the spike.
Meteor getting a lot of info here, spotting both of them. That's the idea of what the defenses are. They realize they can play a little bit safely back here. That flash is gorgeous. The swing out, not connecting yet. As Derke takes a step back, but he's got to dig his heels in. It's Alfajer who does, at least for one. How much more can they find as Karon sloops the net, gets behind enemy lines, and they punish. Rolling Fnatic once more. Leaving Boaster stunned. How have they gotten to this point? No time to answer that, though. He's got a 1v3. He's got to try to clutch.
Toxin screen down. One enemy
He's
remaining.
gotten it down to 1. Can the captain for Fnatic win this round? Stop the bleeding. The snap onto the 1. He hasn't connected. Another tap.
Toxin screen down.
Munchkin, patient. That's the second time he's gotten away with it. Will he be able to get away with it a third? Boaster's gotten it to half. 9 bullets left. The onus on Munchkin, and he wins the duel.
They do have 4 players towards this A side of the map. What can they do with it, though?
They're going to slam into this, and Boaster's here on the other side. Patient on the first. The dash is there. The knives come through, and now high ground. But Alfajer plucks him out of the sky. So does Leo. 5 HP as he stays alive.
One enemy
Munchkin will fall.
Go. Does Derke go for this little off angle? Does he peek on a timing? Oh, he goes down to texture.
He's caught. Now it's on Alfajer to try to rotate back. Again, by himself. No real help. Cannot steady the crosshair. Gen.G have so much control over the site, and it's only gotten worse now that the wall goes up.
Standing ahead.
Boaster has to find the timing, but Munchkin's already looking back.
Yeah, he's just gonna get clothesline, man. That bullet's going right into his
30 seconds
ear.
left.
This has to be a save.
Planted.
They're too far up, though. I don't think there's any room for them to get it.
And it's gonna be a B hit off the first 20 seconds of the round. We haven't seen this at all.
Oh, and Alfajer didn't see it either. Never had a shot. Can Derke steady the waters? No, he falls. Gen.G's attack half has been beautiful. And in what looks like the last round,
You want to fight
that might have been their best call of them all. The Cosmic Divide goes up, Chronicle goes down. Leo and Boaster forced to go in aggressively. No armor on either. Gen.G finishing touches on this, barring a miracle. Can Boaster and Leo extend? No, no, they cannot. Boaster's put in a corner.